Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
This is
Hi.
exciting. I am so excited for this. All of us together doing this Q&A. And I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining us. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, share, do all that great stuff. Leave your comments. If we get into a question and we don't answer it fully enough for you to understand, please let us know. Or if another question pops out of that question, that happens a lot.
A lot.
Go ahead and ask. And Mari-Lyn and I've talked about this. We are trying to get at least 3 of these out a year. But anyway, no promises, but we're trying. It's on our to-do list. All right. Should we just go ahead and jump right in?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
So we have the questions here. No one specifically asked for any one of us to answer them, so we'll just kind of answer.
Are you surprised by that? I am.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
was.
really am.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they were just trying to be kind, or maybe they just know they don't care who answers. I don't know.
Or they thought just you and Mari-Lyn probably answered them because they thought, oh, the other 3 are thick.
Yes. Yes.
Stupid.
Oh,
I'm sure, someone did email me and say, you know what, Pam, those people are so ditzy. Can it really just be you and Mari-Lyn that answer these? No. So we'll just go ahead and jump in and see what happens.
Yeah. And I if I'm correct, these are in no particular order.
Correct.
So
Yes. And some of them, okay, let's just say it before it happens or before whatever.
Yep.
YouTube is doing something, they've done something and screwed stuff up. Seriously, like we don't even see all the comments anymore. Like or we see it once, we leave and we come back and we can't find it anywhere.
And where did it go?
Yeah. It's bizarre. We don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. And we've heard more creators talk about this, not just our channel. It's happening. The algorithm's getting messed up. People aren't seeing it. It's just something's happening. So if we miss a question, thank you, Mari-Lyn. If we miss a question, ask it afterward. And we apologize for that. Okay, so this one is Rooster Sideburns. Hi, Rooster.
Hey, Rooster.
Hey, Rooster.
With us a long time.
Here it is. My question is about the dimensions. Ooh, okay. It's his understanding that they are on top of us, surrounding us on this planet. Can he picture them like nesting Russian dolls, or do they mirror the solar system? Interesting question. So would there be dimensions around the Earth, Mars, the moon, the galaxy, etc.? So we have our dimensions with the solar system and galaxy. So let's say the next dimension up, does it mirror the solar system and galaxy? Like if we hop into the next dimension, will there be an Earth, a moon, Mars, etc.? And and will it have its own frequency? Great. Wow. There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
A lot of layers.
A lot of layers and really several questions in that.
Yeah. When you first said the question was about dimensions,
I
went to a completely different
concept I did as well. I did as well. So it's sort of putting a couple things together here, which is fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
The way he's worded his question is something my entire life I have like
Walked away from. Don't want to see it.
blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah.
too big. It's too big. Yes.
About the dimension where,
Yes.
those low V's, those low vibrational entities roam around.
Right,
Sit
right.
there, fine, but not this big
Yes.
concept.
I would like to start with just sort of what's coming at the moment. And then we can sort of go from there. I'm not even sure if this actually answers any of his questions or not. But what's coming is, okay, let me get this. The entire universe is made up of dimensions, different dimensions. So even alien life, they have different species that are in different dimensions, just like we do. So like when Mari-Lyn just brought up the lower vibrational beings, they have lower vibrational beings as well, which do tend to be the ones that come to visit us. Maybe not all, I'm getting corrected on that. Not always, but they're the ones that do more harm.
Uh-huh.
And then there are some who just are curious. Some who, I mean, they already know who we are. It's not some big,
Right?
whatever, curiosity, because that's another planet and there's people on there and blah, blah, blah. So that would be one thing that's coming for me. Anyone jump in when you need to jump in, because I can just keep going.
I have something.
Yeah.
I'm being given an image, and I'm also feeling it, of space. And the dimensions there are very different from how we experience them here on
Sure.
Earth. So the angles are different. It's like a front row seat where I'm kind of experiencing it, yet it's so hard to explain these angles. They're nothing I've seen before.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really.
A
And
little
it makes
scary.
perfect sense, even though I don't.
Yes.
A little scary.
Yes. And that's something that happens a lot to us, right? Things will make sense. So we're in our channel. So that spiritual piece, I'll go, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. But I can't tell you what I'm getting, or I can't tell you how I understand
Right?
this. I just do. It just makes sense. And there's the part in here about planets and so forth. There is one way of thinking that says all the dimensions mirror each other, that we are just a simulation, right? We've all probably heard that
Right.
opinion or whatever. That doesn't completely land with me. Part of it does, but not the whole. So I think that's simple. I think that's really simplifying something, or it's, do I think some of the dimensions, certainly the ones closer to us, look just like ours? Yes, we've been in those dimensions. We work in those dimensions, and they will look just like this, just a little distorted.
Right.
And so, yes, you would, I'm sure, see the planets the same way, maybe just a little distorted. But the deeper into them you go, it's very like, yes, we're sit on top of each other like the Russian, the nesting dolls, that sort of that, because we're also sitting on different timelines. And so it's going to look different. Like we're sitting on, I don't know, 200 AD or whatever, because we can go back to that if we choose. I don't want to get too deep here and get people confused.
Already confused, but
Or get us confused.
and it's easy to get confused when you try too hard to make sense of it.
Yes.
Because it's not everyday life and we're not really supposed to make sense of it.
Yeah.
on a regular basis. And that's where my
Really,
brain
what I would say to Rooster is yes.
Yes. Yes.
So the way your brain is working, is moving forward. Yes, keep going with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm personally not totally bent that way. Some people are. That's not the way I'm not bent to go into those. Into that part of spiritualness, I guess you'd say. So I hope that answered a question. Does anyone else have anything else for Rooster on that question? It's love a good stumper.
Great question.
Fabulous question.
Yeah.
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 Okay, second question. We have heard of earth spirits, and they've been described. Oh, Rooster. What about ocean spirits? Would those be something like mermaids?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, what a fabulous question.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going to say yes. Yeah, but
I
definitely.
get a resounding yes, like full
British
body
folklore.
chills, the works. Yes.
Okay. He has just sparked this excitement
Ah,
for the time when we come across ocean spirits.
yes.
And ooh, I just got this flash. Nathan and I did a video, wasn't it? I think it was around Antarctica.
Yeah.
And there was something in there about the ocean. And I remember getting information of at this point in time, there is so much about what happens in the ocean in its depths
Mhm.
that we have not even touched on
Oh,
uh, in the 3D and spiritually and energetically. There is a plethora of
yes.
amazing, mind blowing, exciting
Yes.
things.
It's like its own planet.
Yeah.
Its own ecosystem, its own everything. And yeah, we haven't seen them all explored. And we don't come across them that often in what
No.
we do.
I
Right.
mean, I know a few names. You've got the Selkie. You've got
Right.
the
Right.
Grindylows, which are they're dark water spirits.
Mhm.
This is what the
Ah.
British would say they are. Yeah. You've got Norse, the
Mhm.
Norse gods. They had spirits and
Yep.
linked to that as well. So I think a lot of countries all have their own.
I would love if
Themes or-
anyone has a boat or some sort of ship where they know something that they've had experiences when they're out at sea.
Yes.
Please contact us.
Yeah, yeah.
Would love that.
Amazing.
That would
That'd
be
be amazing.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rooster, you are on fire, my friend. All right. Anyone else want to say anything about?
What I want to say is I have been on 2 cruises in my life.
Mhm.
And what I want to do at some point is to sit with spirit and go back to those. Now, I was drinking at this time, so it's hard to know. But to see, is there something, was there something that I was maybe not aware of at the time that
Sure.
happened? Oh, he
That's
has just,
fascinating.
I tell you,
Ah,
thank you, Rooster.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
talk about thought provoking.
Yes. And if there's some videos that you want us to respond to that are about the ocean, or maybe it's on a ship or something, email them. Email us the
mhm.
link, tcseverydaypsychics.com. And you can send it to us that way. Don't put it down in the comments. They get lost. All kinds of
Yep.
things happen.
They do. They do. They do.
All right.
Wow.
Anyone else with that question? Whew.
Nope.
We should have done these ones last, because I'm just like, I just want to sit and think about this stuff now. All right, one more question from Rooster.
Yeah.
I was curious, and for anyone who wants to answer, okay, what's the one question you still grapple with and have a hard time answering or coming to terms with? Hope that doesn't border on too personal. It does not. Not from, no.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I already admitted his first question wanted to send me running, so.
Yes.
Mhm.
I actually, very first thing that comes to mind for me is when someone asks me what I do for a living. I
Mm.
stumble and like I have to think about who this person is
Sure.
and how do I tell them what I do? It's really, and I don't like it. I don't like that I'm there, but there it is. And my husband and I always laugh because I'm a psychic and he sells insurance. Which one's worse to hear? When someone asks you, what do you do for a living? Like, out. And some people do. They're like, yeah, woo, got something to do, and they're out. Like,
Hey,
and
I love that as well because when people say what I do, I go, "Oh, I see dead people."
right,
Yeah.
right.
What? So did
Yeah,
you say what was that? Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
And I'm confident, but it just throws them.
Yes,
It
it
opens
does.
up. Then it
There
opens
are
up.
those times, I will admit, that you throw it out there because you know that the person's just going to have some fun reaction. Okay, so who wants to answer next? Everyone gets to answer this question.
I'm still trying to think.
I have a couple
Oh,
that
good.
run so close. It's hard to determine
Okay.
what's the most intense. Space, like Mari-Lyn.
Ah,
I think that's what you were saying, Mari-Lyn, like space
mm-hmm.
is what is scary to you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always held that fear. So it's exciting now, but there's still that part of it that is scary. The second one, the idea of the devil,
Mm,
just I wrestle with it,
yes.
Oh.
of like being able to even imagine a dark force like that,
Mm-hmm.
opposite of the creator force,
Yes.
and it
Ah,
may just simply be resistance. Like, I don't want to give
sure.
this any attention.
Sure.
And then lastly, which I noted in my interview, was the idea of merging with the Godhead. It has always bothered me.
Yeah.
Hard to say why, but it's there.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Or who's next, I should say. Anything you grapple with? And if you can't think of it right now, later on, we can keep going. If you'd want us to keep going, we can keep going. And then when it sort of comes to you, then somewhere in this
Yeah.
video you can say it.
The one that comes up the most often for
Yeah.
me, I
Yes.
guess, is just trusting, not knowing how something is going to show up.
Mhm.
You know, um,
Yeah.
that's it. It's not that I understand it, like
Right.
why that's necessary, but I always come back to that wall and kind of beat myself up with that. But
Mhm.
uh, yeah, that's probably the hardest one. Yeah.
I agree. And I think I bet we could all probably agree to that tough one. Um, Mari-Lyn has just recently actually just said, and I don't remember your exact verbiage, but you
I
basically,
think it was I say this with all the love that I can. For someone who trusts
yeah,
as much as you do, sometimes you have zero trust.
yes.
That
And I
wasn't
think,
exactly, but that was
yes. And I
part of
think you had a little name in there for me too, which is fine. It was sometimes you need to hear that, like, you're being dumb or you're being stupid or stop it. Yes. it happens. It's part of, but that's the human, horrible human part.
Yeah. That absolutely human.
All right, next question. Oh, this is one I think we can all answer as well.
Okay.
Um, Albie loves horror, I think is the way to,
I think so.
yeah. Would you ever consider collaborating with a paranormal investigating group here on YouTube?
Duh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to be rude, but yeah.
Yes. We've not been asked. Now, I have worked with paranormal groups, so what I can say for myself is yes, I would, but I'm not putting up with all the antics.
Right.
That's just not going to happen. If you want to be serious and because we are serious about what we do, if you want to learn, if you want to listen, if you want to be within the energy and sort of do more of what we do, don't expect us to come and do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well said.
absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
So what about the rest of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great question. And yeah,
I would probably like to do Colby and Sam and Colby and Amanda. I'd be next to Amanda. Go, what do you feel, Amanda?
yeah.
Oh, I saw something. No, there was nothing there, Amanda. Nothing there.
Yeah.
I know that's evil. I'm sorry, but
Yes.
yeah.
No, we all, yeah. Okay, so another question from Albie is, does everyone inherently have gifts even if they aren't aware of them?
Define gifts first.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
that which I'm assuming Albie means psychic gifts. And I absolutely have an answer. I've answered this question a million times over the years that I've done this job, so I'll let everyone else kind of
Yeah. I
answer
mean, I'm going
first.
to say yes, and everyone is using them without being aware.
Okay,
So become aware and get them stronger.
good answer.
I agree, except for my understanding, I was gonna say my thought, but that's not totally true. My understanding is that some people, while they have them, they completely separate from them and they don't
Yeah.
use them.
Correct.
They ignore them or they just don't. Some people don't even trust, they don't even use that gut instinct.
Right.
Oof.
They operate on like a manual or something that has nothing to do with instinct.
Mhm.
But they
I
have
was-
them. They just don't tap in.
I agree with you, Mari-Lyn. I think they don't go with the gut, so they immediately, rather than go with the heart, they go straight to the head, the thought process.
Mhm.
You know, or they may go, oh, what does my heart say? Oh, I'll do this because that's what I want. You know, rather than going, what am I feeling? What's coming from the gut? I think a lot of people do. But if I look at my family, all the women in the generations all had the gift, but they chose to sort of ignore it, try and squash it. It was only my mum was like, oh, well, let's go with this when I was younger. Yeah, so everyone has it. It's just whether what you're going to do with them, whether you accept it.
And it all looks different. Everyone, it looks different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Agreed.
And that's on purpose, and that should be celebrated. So,
Yes.
yeah.
We talk about that everyone puts so much into like clairvoyance. That seems to, everyone knows what clairvoyance is. Everybody knows that. Would it be, I'm not clairvoyant.
It's my nightmare.
And Marci is, and it's wonderful. And I love asking her, what do you see? Or can you explain whatever? Can you explain it? But we aren't, and that doesn't mean that I'm not psychic. That doesn't, I'm hella psychic. I just have learned my other clairs and how they work. And That's what you should do, is embrace whatever yours are.
Exactly.
You'll be better than you can ever imagine.
And not get so caught up. Oh, I really want, because I remember
Yes.
years ago, I'd be like, oh, I want to hear, I want to hear, I want to hear, I want to
Yes,
hear.
we've all done that.
Spirit went, no, you're not going to hear. You're going to feel. You're
Yes.
going to know. No,
Yes.
I want to hear, I want to hear. And then the
Yes.
next one, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. You know, until when you do see, you're like, oh, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
macabre stuff. Oh, okay, all right. I did ask for it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it'll shift too,
Mhm.
yeah.
as you
Yes.
need them.
Mari-Lyn knows that one well.
Oh, I do. I do.
Yes.
Can't see my guides.
Yes. She was clairvoyant when we first started working together, and Spirit went, you know what? You're not working on your other clairs. We're taking that away from you. And she was like, oh, I can't see anything. It's like, well, sorry, you're gonna have to feel your way through this, or
That's
however
awful.
this
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have a new Claire. It's these glasses. I see everybody naked.
Yes.
Whoa!
Sorry about that. Sorry about
Yikes.
that. So
Yeah.
When this question is posed, I will often bring up my kids, and I'm really glad that they don't watch me, because they would probably get embarrassed or whatever that mom keeps talking about them. But I have two sons, both highly intuitive. What I would say is intuitive. One, however, has sort of parlayed that into being psychic. The other wants nothing to do with it, the psychic piece. But boy, is that kid intuitive. Always has been. And for me, the difference is the intuition. People that just follow, they're present, something that they just follow, that whether you call it a gut instinct or a whatever it is, and he's great in life. Like he just follows that. I think sometimes being psychic, we overthink things. We get that feeling, and then we have to know the whys and the ha and the ha and the ha. And sometimes our gifting can really slow us down, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
As you were saying that, he just trusts and he is led
Mhm.
without question. So
Yeah,
that
he does.
very well said that, yeah, sometimes when you add in that psychic piece, we can overthink it.
Yeah.
And
I know
Yeah.
I do.
mwah.
Yes. Great questions. There's one more to this. Oh, no, he just has something, he or she, sorry. I really enjoy your channel. I love the authenticity and the different viewpoints when channeling spirit. Thank you. Please
Love that.
keep doing what you're doing and stay safe. Aw.
That's
Thank
nice.
you.
Sending the
you.
love right back to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. And we do encourage different opinions. We encourage the sort of diversity of everyone here. And like I think it was Marci that said it, all of our gifts are different, and we're going to use them in a different way. We express them in a different way. So, and we encourage everyone to be who they really authentically are. So thank you. That was very kind. How would you say that? How would you, Mari-Lyn?
The name?
Yeah.
Medstace.
Medstace.
Hey, Stacy.
Oh, this one is I'm going to throw this one to Marci. When we lucid dream and it feels so real, are we in different dimensions?
Ooh. Okay.
Marci is our resident
Dreamer.
lucid
Lucid
dreamer.
dreamer.
I do have an answer for this, but since that's what she does and she loves it,
Oh.
I do not. So
Yes. Well, first, thank you for asking the question.
Ooh.
Lucid dreaming. I've had my own evolution with this question as well. So, Where I'm currently at in my knowledge is when you're lucid dreaming. It's hard because dimension is such a general
Yes.
term, right? So, um, if you're thinking dimension in terms of a location where multiple souls could communicate with each other and inhabit that space, no. Dimensionally speaking, this is almost like an internal dimension where you are within your own free will 100%. Still, everyone is in that sort of dream space. Again, this is just my current knowledge, okay, of how things sort of kind of work. So you have that control over your space, what you're seeing, who you're interacting with 100%. Can you use your free will to allow other higher slash lower, to communicate, to come into that space? Yes. So there's a lot of gray still for me with this, but this is something that I'm like actively exploring. So yeah, I really love that question. And if you are exploring that too, please let me know. And we can collaborate or go kind of ask more questions back and forth. So
Yeah.
would love more conversations around that.
I love that answer because if I were to answer that question, it would have been a really simple yes, but that's not a complete answer.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have been able to say it. I absolutely love that answer, and it actually calmed my brain around lucid dreaming.
Oh,
I don't know why lucid dreaming creates chaos in my brain, but it does.
I think I know why.
Okay.
Well, not sure, but because I think people confuse lucid dreaming with astral projection. Astral projection, you can go to different dimensions, different times. You can go to past lives. You can go
Okay.
all right. But
Yeah.
lucid dreaming is more you're here, you're working out your shit, you're talking to spirit, you're doing, it's very, like you said, very personal, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still don't want to do it, but fabulous.
It's a safe space, even though yes, nightmares, scary, ooh, but like the space itself and is safe, is a safe space. Yeah.
Fabulous question.
Yes, thank you for the question. Yeah.
All right. We have, from Scaredy Cat. We just did a
Oh,
clearing for her.
yes, we did.
Mari-Lyn, would you like to read this one?
Sure. So, hi, TCS team. Regarding about of the earth spirits, having the validation that a duende is real and still a very remarkable experience for us, I am now fascinated about other folklores in my culture. So my questions are these of the earth spirits show themselves as they are?
Sorry.
Or is it possible that they are only showing themselves what humans think they look like?
Fabulous question.
Yeah.
Very good.
So good.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone else want to go because I'm just like one of.
I know, I do too. I will hold, because you know what a chatty Cathy I am, so I will hold back.
And I just had a question specifically for me, so I don't want to.
Trying to hoard all the questions, I see. That's my job.
Hey, come on, y'all. I read the question, so I really shouldn't be the one to answer it, so go for it.
So both things can be true at the same time. In my opinion, first of all, her clearing was fabulous. And if you all haven't
amazing
seen the I think it was the last one that we had on our channel.
I think so.
Absolutely fabulous. She's from the Philippines. Please watch that. Incredible. It was something new for Mari-Lyn and I. We were blown away. and it brought up so many more questions, and it was just lovely. The whole thing. I believe in both of these. So I do think that culturally, the cultures who accept the earth spirits are going to see them more, are going to interact with them more, and are going to see them how the culture tells them they look. When we did that clearing, the duende that came in, we saw him very much like the culture sees them. He showed up in that culture. However, can that same type of being be in a different culture and look different? I believe so, because they see them differently in this culture, but it would be the same sort of, truly the same thing.
Yeah.
And we've done several clearings for the Hmong community. They believe in dragons. All their guides are dragons. They have dragons for things. So I'll speak for myself. I did not see them as dragons until I asked them okay, this is how the Hmong culture sees you as dragons. Can I see you that way? And then they would show me how they look as dragons.
And I always saw them as dragons.
Yes, you always did.
I always did. With that clearing, what I saw during the clearing was a little bit different than when he came to my home. And I'm going to say it's because in the clearing, I was more, I'm going to say, invested or immersed into the culture, where I'm at home and I'm just at home. And so it would make sense that I saw him a little bit differently, but the vibration of him was it was the same. And that vibration is unmistakable.
And I'm not clairvoyant, so we know that. So when he came to me in my home, I can't tell you how I experienced him, but it was different, but I knew exactly who it was. And that's the way those are the way my clairs work. So it was.
Now, when he visited you at home, do I remember correctly that you didn't realize he was there until you answered him?
Yes. Yes. And I was like, where did that come from? Who am I talking to? And it was him. Yeah. And it was him.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Great question.
Yes. Does anyone else on the panel want to talk about that?
I heard co-creation. So it does take the elemental type spirit and the people, and that's what
that
adds to the image.
Yeah.
That makes
However,
perfect sense.
it's co-created.
Yes. And that would also make sense why different people might see that element a little differently. Because it's all, because what is my experience and what is,
Yeah.
I want to add a little bit.
Yes, please.
For all vibrational beings, lower and higher, will present differently to different people based off of their experiences, all of that. So yeah, we've been tricked.
Yeah. We get duped all the time. There was
so true.
And even Michael comes in, presents differently to me than to Pam, but again, it's that vibration, that's the signature that really kind of
that's why it's good to get to know how it feels, because that is their name.
Right.
On the other side, we don't have names. It's that vibration. Yes. I'm not sure if Mari-Lyn, I think you might have thought of this because I heard you giggle over there. When we had in-person meditations, there was a woman that used to come to in-person meditations, and she had a lot of trauma, and she really struggled with the meditations. Were so they took you right. If any of you do Fred's meds, they take you right to your shit. and they open it up and they show you what's going on.
Mhm.
Spirit was so kind to her. And one of the things that always made her comfortable when she was a little girl was she watched cartoons all the time. So Spirit actually brought her those cartoon characters. Here she's in her 60s, but that was still going back. They would show up as cartoon characters. So I think that's beautiful the way Spirit works. So sometimes it's, I need to make you comfortable, or I need you not to run away, or whatever. Or the
Yeah.
opposite. Those lower vibrational beings, as we know, will come in and really try to be really scary, and then you're like, yeah, whatever. And then they show themselves and they're just this little puffball.
With
Yeah.
big ears.
Oh,
Yes, yes,
oh.
yes.
No, my
Okay.
giggle wasn't about that, but that was
Oh.
a fabulous description of how that can happen. What I was giggling at was our shared guide,
Oh, yes.
and how
Oh, yeah.
Fred and Cowboy
Same
are
dude.
the same dude, but he presents to each of us very individually.
That's
But
crazy.
but vibrationally, there is no mistaking
No.
who he is.
Mm-mm.
And I think Pam has, well, I know Pam has experienced this. If I'm not listening, Cowboy shows up to Pam as Cowboy and says, hey, I need you to kick her in the butt because she's not listening to me.
Yes.
So, here is the advice that I have for her, because she'll hear you. She's not listening to me right now.
Yeah, that happens.
It does.
And vice versa. Fred goes to you. Yes.
On
That was a
occasion.
great question.
It
And
was a
great
great
answers,
question.
everyone.
Yeah. Winter Phoenix 6360. Regarding the Duende episode, I want to ask if Earth spirits exist because everyone in a certain culture believes they exist, or do they exist regardless of beliefs?
Mhm.
I noticed you were not familiar with the energy you encountered at first.
Mhm.
Second, would a person who belongs in a certain culture be affected by Earth spirits that they don't believe exist?
Good questions. Part of that we already kind of answered, right?
Oh,
However, to add to, sorry, does anyone want to see? I just start going. It's the teacher in me, everyone. Sorry.
no,
They're
I
there
think
whether
go ahead.
they're there whether you think they exist or not.
Well, yeah.
They are. I exist whether you want to believe I exist or not. So, you know what I mean? It's like,
Sorry, who are you?
yeah.
I mean, we are impacted by them to a certain degree, but if you don't believe in them, then there is a level of like ignorance
Sir, how
that
they
does
impact you.
block
Right.
how they
I
impact
agree.
you
Yes.
personally
Yes.
and free will,
Yes.
but you still do benefit from like their existence,
Yes.
regardless of your belief system.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they're still there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is yes. They exist, and yes, everybody's affected by it.
Yeah.
And I want to add something to that though. And this isn't a blanket statement, but with some energetic earth spirits or whatever type of spirit or entity it is, if you have no belief in them, the chances of them bothering you are less. They're really not going to bother unless that becomes their target.
Yes.
Correct.
Right? You don't believe, so I'm just going to see, can I make you believe? Can I
Yes.
pester you and tease you and torment you and try to crack that shell open?
It doesn't happen a lot, but it certainly happens. Because most of the time they want people to, I mean, how many times have we heard, well, I've never seen anything, so it doesn't exist.
Right.
Because you don't believe that it exists. So why would they bother with you?
Right.
Yeah.
They're just going to go to find someone who does. But there are those ones. Yes.
And
Like the challenge.
Belief is very subjective because you can claim you don't believe.
Yes.
But if
We've seen that a lot.
if there is an infinitesimal amount of doubt or willingness, oh boy, all bets are off.
Well, it brings me, I don't remember which, and it's probably happened more than once, but a clearing that we did, and the husband was so, I think there's something going on with my wife. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then as we're going, oh yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, well that was, and so he's explaining the stuff that was going on. It's like, wait a minute, you just
But yet he's a non-believer.
and you're saying that your wife is crazy, but you saw the same things. So yeah, that does happen.
Yes.
Very funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to add
Oh,
as
yes,
well that there are two earth spirits who are very protective of the land. So whether you believe in them or not, if you disturb the land in a way where you haven't asked for permission, you're being destructive,
yes.
then there will be repercussions for that.
Yep.
And I have seen that and heard of it, especially in areas that have known to be Native American. So I can't say for others, I don't have any other experience outside of that, but certainly in those areas, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good ad.
One of the first clearings I think we ever put on our channel was a man who has like this farm. He wanted to have a hobby farm. And he lives in Arizona, and he couldn't get anything to grow. Nothing. It was awful. And his animals were sick. Like, it was just a bad thing. We came in, we drummed and rattled and gave thanks to, did all the things that we do when we do a land clearing. It is flourishing now. And it didn't take long before it just started flourishing.
It didn't.
And the
It was
animals
amazing.
weren't sick anymore. Like, it was just this beautiful.
Wow.
A transformation, it really was.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
It was amaze balls, if I can.
Balls, as you.
It was amaze balls.
If you have paranormal activity in your home, please reach out to us. TCS@everydaypsychics.com. Paranormal services are always free, and we can help.
All right. Shall I read the next one?
Yeah, James Hood.
Hey. Hi, and thank you in spirit.
You're welcome.
Good question. He's got multiples.
Yes.
Why do some places have more residual activity than others?
Yeah, not a straightforward answer with that one.
Who, what, when, where, and why?
Yes.
How long is a piece? How long is a piece of string?
So
There's many variants.
yes, I have maybe a shorter answer to that, but if anyone else would like to start, or I can start, and then you guys can sort of
Sounds good.
riff off me.
Sure.
Marci.
Nice.
So it really depends on the emotionality that has been in that place. That would probably be, for me, if I had to give one answer, it would be how much emotion, strong, not high vibrational, we're talking lower,
Right.
all those emotions that are within fear. What has been going on in that space, and that would contribute to that.
Yeah. I'd like to add.
All residual has emotion to it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm. That would be the simplest answer I could give to that one.
To comment to why some areas have more than others. Again, a lot of variables there, but also one that could contribute would be So like with house clearings, we have grids, right? With houses. That helps the movement of the energy. There are other things in the world, rivers, lakes, rivers that we can't see energetically. There's so much happening that helps move the energy, like the residual that happens just naturally, organically.
Mhm.
And so if those get worn down over time, get affected, that sort of thing, then you start to sort of get that sort of pile up and that sort of thing. So like it's kind of there's a lot of variables as to
That's a
affect
great answer. Yeah.
Mhm.
me. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but residual by definition is what Pam
Yes,
says.
but that's absolutely a piece of the puzzle.
Absolutely.
I've shown a fridge, and then all the fridge magnets are on there, so it's attracting. It's about
The fridge magnets. Yes.
Yeah, so it's all there, so all the different residual get attracted onto the fridge.
I'm gonna have to remember that the next time we're in place. Fridge magnets everywhere.
Yeah, fridge magnets.
Fridge magnets. That's our new the new
Have a
definition.
PCS fridge magnet.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes on, he moves into the paranormal now.
Oh.
When I'm watching videos of hunters investigating or proving beings, particularly of the lower vibration, not leaning in or meaning to anyway, is it dangerous? Is grounding and meditating a good way to only resonate with beings? I prefer, even though the videos are exciting. He's basically asking, is it safe to watch paranormal videos?
First of all, can I say we have yet to see a ghost hunter video where they don't say it's a demon.
Right.
Oh my god!
Right.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, yet to see that.
and then you don't see anything. Oh, the
Yes, I
demon
know.
came in.
They're jumping and
I don't know.
screaming and yeah. Just wanted to throw that one out there first.
Yeah.
Is it dangerous? So it can be, would be the answer.
I actually got not funny enough, not spiritually. I got yes, it can be dangerous because it becomes a form of addiction.
100%.
Very true.
Watching
Good answer.
video after video after video,
Yeah.
trying to get the answer, I want more, I want more.
Yeah.
And this is what these ghost hunters, Sam and Cole, they're trying to prove and trying to do things, but actually not doing anything. Just
Yeah.
So
So,
that's one idea.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's good. James, if you're leaning in, as we say, and what can happen is if there's actually something there and that something there actually cares and they spot you,
Right.
they can show up in your home.
Yes.
Yep.
Will it happen all the time? No. You could do it 100 times and 99 times, nothing happens. But I'll tell you that one time when it does, yeah, you're going to be screaming.
Yeah.
If somebody else is watching this and they're like, "Oh, I don't believe in that," that entity's gonna, "Oh, that's what I'm gonna ask."
I think I'm going to go there. That person seems way more exciting than these.
Then
Than whoever these.
Right. So if you just periodically you turn it on and you're just watching like you're watching Sesame Street,
Right.
Or no,
you're just
If you're-
watching.
Yes.
No, but what gets me, this is the red flag. And so many people say this to us, not leaning in, or I don't mean to anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to use that verbiage, I'm sorry.
You're
You
leaning in.
are leaning in and you are meaning to.
Yes.
And you're looking for us to give you
Right.
the
Permission?
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we don't give you permission to lean in.
No, we don't.
And also the idea of only communicating with beings that you prefer. I'm just wondering how you would control that without
Yes.
any skills and training, because this is a whole nother ball game. You
Mm.
can't control that.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. You
So
cannot. Great.
no,
Thank you
yeah,
for bringing that up, Heather.
yeah. Grounding and meditating is not a good way to
No.
bring in okay, maybe it is a good way to bring in beings.
Good way to
It's not a
talk.
good idea
Right.
to bring in anybody.
And I
No.
personally would not mix the two of watching a ghost hunter video and meditating at the same time.
No.
That's not there's a recipe for disaster there.
I did want to make a quick note though, just to pay attention with like the ghost hunter videos and what vibration are you in
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're like, what is it bringing you to? Is it bringing you down? Because then you are contributing to that, to
Yes.
Right.
the dark, right? Because
Adding your energy into the video and
right,
into whatever's there, you know.
right. I mean, I
If
don't
that
know how
makes
it
sense.
would make you high, how it would raise your vibration, but if for
Right.
some it empower, like for us, it might empower us to do more good healing and that sort of thing. If that's what you get from it, great. But if it's bringing you down, then take that as some insight as to what it is that you are truly seeking and doing, and
Mm-hmm.
is
Mhm.
actually helping
Mhm.
you in
And
that
that's
way.
Yes.
a really good
Yes.
point, Marcy, because what I was getting as you were talking was excitement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
However, excitement doesn't always mean your vibration is going higher.
No.
The
No.
energy might be getting bigger,
Yeah.
but the vibration is most likely dropping.
Right,
Yeah.
And it could be in the fear.
right.
Yeah.
The excitement is the
Right.
energy or the
You
fear
want
that you
that
Yes.
jump.
what's
You
going to happen.
want
You know,
the
you're excited, but it's not actually excitement. It
Yes.
feels like it is, but it's actually fear, which then adds.
Yes.
right.
And
Mm.
to sort of to put another point on what Heather was saying is it takes and I want you to hear me, James. It takes years of training, and that you don't get that training on your own.
Nope.
You don't get that on your own. So, and in as many years as I've been doing this, I can handle most things on my own, but not all of them. I still lean on my whole team here. At times, things happen, and you
Mhm.
need, and so there is never, I guess you haven't really asked this, but there's really never a point. If you start feeling so comfortable, like the day that I start doing clearings and I get too comfortable, it's the day that I'm really going to get hurt.
Yeah.
When I start thinking I know everything, when we do clearings, we do not go into it thinking, oh, piece of cake, going in, no big deal. I've done this. No big deal. No,
Mm-mm.
that's how you get yourself hurt. That's how you get your ass really kicked. And
Mhm.
we can still, and typically when I say we get our ass kicked, that's rarely is that ever physical. Typically, what that means is they lied and I believed it. They told me this one thing and I didn't listen and they got away. Or, that's to me that's our version of ass kicking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it happens
It
when you
does.
decide that you
Mhm.
think you know better. Okay, I think there's more to this question, isn't there?
I think I read it all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we covered it all. I'm going to paraphrase some of it, but
Okay.
yeah, but thank you, James.
Yes.
And
Thank
Yes.
you.
yeah, hopefully that really answered your question.
Yeah. I don't have any experience really with the paranormal, and I don't want to be calling you guys every time I watch the freaky video. That's funny.
Mm.
Some of the guys are really dancing with the devil, to use the phrase. I just want to know that I'm safe if I watch the video. Okay. So yes, some of them do absolutely answer the devil. And one thing they're not telling you is how often they get hurt.
Yep.
Ghost hunters get hurt all the time. They will bring it to you on occasion that something happened to them, and they'll make another video out of it. They make something up and say something happened and it didn't really, but they're not telling you my life is shit. I can't keep a girlfriend. The relationships I have in my life are falling apart. I can't do this. I can't do that. I've got some sort of an
Constant
addiction.
negative thinking.
Yes, all of that comes from not going into the energy with the respect that you deserve, that it deserves. To not, they're not clearing this. They don't have, they may have a lot of experience going into haunted places. However, they don't know what they're doing. They really don't. And we say that all the time when we watch those videos. If these guys learn just a little bit of how to move energy, how to clear their energy, it would be so much better. Which is also a thing. Sorry, Nathan, I'll let you speak. But one of the things doing these clearings from a distance like we do keeps us safer too.
Agreed.
Or not.
And
physically,
yes,
it
and
makes
thank
us-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan, what did you want to say? Sorry.
However,
However,
some of these ghost hunters know what they're doing
Yes.
because it's part of the bigger picture of drawing you in and your energy
Yeah.
for the lower dimension energy
Mm.
Yeah.
because they're being paid. So
Yeah.
if
They've
you look at
he
depending
says
what show
dancing with
what's
the devil. They've made
yes
they've
yes
made a deal with the devil.
yeah
Many of them have.
yeah
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
definitely.
It's very sad.
Change has happened.
Uh-huh. Huh.
It is actively happening as you watch the video.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hello, I'm Lisa. I live in the UK. I'd like to
Hello.
ask, what are your thoughts on the Amityville Horror? True or false? Thank you.
True or false? I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that black and white.
It's not. Not at all.
So you guys could comment on that since you did the video, not me.
My answer would be yes and no.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that I'm going to say the no part is where authors and even some of the people themselves exaggerate some of what's happened for money and to be in the spotlight. That's part of the no aspect. Mari-Lyn, the yes?
You know,
Positive to Mari-Lyn.
there's so much that happened within that space. I mean, I could sit here and talk about Amityville for a long time. Part of it is it's really open to your own interpretation of what the energies are telling you. Was there activity in the house? Absolutely. Were there forces beyond human will? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? And then just say, is it still there? And I think we said no, didn't we? I think we said no, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the energy or the force still in the house. No, I think we felt it had actually moved on.
Now that's the house where in real life they even changed the front of the house to make it look different because they had so many people coming by and looking at the house, I think. Right? Because it almost
Could
looked like a
be.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and they
eyes
changed it.
in the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took it and made it more square, so it looks like a proper house.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Oh, I think we passed this one on to, I think this one would be a good one for Heather. Putting you on the spot, Heather.
Uh-huh.
From Janelle Kinsey. Sorry if I get that wrong. I'm the worst with, pronunciations. I was wanting to know if you can find missing people.
Good question. Thank you. Maybe some, it depends. So
Good answer. Such a good answer.
the way that I look at missing persons cases is a very active, ongoing lesson. And it includes numerous charts. How many different people are involved in these cases? So, spirit really has to determine if that person is found, however that may be, alive or past. That means they've moved on to the next segment of that learning lesson. Spirit has to determine if that's appropriate for all the charts involved.
Yes.
You have investigators who work tirelessly for years. It affects their lives in any number of ways. You have the family and friends who experience grief and loss. What do they do with it? What does their learning journey look like? Does the grief overtake them? Or do they turn it into a beautiful foundation, which many come up with, some sort of nonprofit? So there's the answer, is to be found is a next chapter and can only come when spirit determines that that time is appropriate.
So good. Great answer.
Wow.
Thank you.
Fabulous answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. 100%. Yes. And I would add to that, in which you mentioned it, but the soul, the spirit who inhabited that body, they may have just come in to do that. I mean, it's typically a plan, but maybe there was someone like the family, that was a lesson that whole family needed to learn, or maybe the mom or the sister or the someone. So that person cannot be found because it's not meant to be found. They aren't, so just exactly what you said. I was just sort of adding some more verbiage to that, but there's so many moving pieces to that. So,
and if it helps, the person who went missing is agreeing to go missing.
yes.
Mhm.
So on a level, if that helps, which it
yeah.
would help me if that was
Right.
It helps in a lot of different perspectives. Like this was agreed upon on all parties, not including the person who has gone missing.
That gave me shivers.
Yes,
Yeah.
as painful as that is. Yes,
Mhm.
that's what you came to learn. Everything always comes down to lessons.
Mhm. Always, always. One aspect I'd like to add is I don't believe every psychic, even if it lines up that
Yes.
they be found, I am not bent that way to where I'm going to find a missing person.
Right.
Everything would have to line up so perfectly.
Yes.
I do believe that there are people that are bent that way
Yes.
in their gifting to go through whatever it is they need to find them. I love that answer, Heather. I had never gone deep enough into the reasoning just because it's not, I don't know, something
And there's
needed to
all
know,
those factors, right? And only spirit can sort of, that's so above my pay grade to put all those pieces together and whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
If you put it into context with Heather, what she was saying, Madeleine McCann, that famous little girl that went missing, that's a prime example, because still we haven't found her body, and still pieces to that puzzle that's not been put together, so it's top notch, Heather. Well done. That's amazing.
Yes. I would like to bring something up. This just happened recently. Someone emailed us for a clearing. It's not going to be on our channel. she originally went to some psychic there wherever she lives, and the psychic came over and said, "Oh yeah, there are things here, but I can't do anything with it. Give me my money and I'll be out." Like, what the F? Like, she wasn't bent that way. She knows she's not bent that way, but she went along with it for the money, which is really
Yeah.
sickening.
Yes.
So thankfully she did reach out to us because we are bent that way. That's
Yes,
what
we
do.
are.
That is what we do. Yeah. So
Yes.
yes, every psychic has different. One psychic cannot do everything, and it is just not possible. We're not bent that. We're not. Yeah, we can't.
No.
You find where your path is, and you take that path and be the best you can be at whatever that particular gift is, and you leave the rest to other people. That's their gift, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
Great answer,
Yes.
Heather. I knew I gave it to the right person.
Fabulous. Spa Ninja. Oh my God, it took me a minute to separate
Spawn Ninja.
Nice name.
those letters.
Yes.
Oh. You want to read it? You want me to?
You go ahead.
Okay. How do we know if there is an earthy or someone making us sick or suffer? That's question number one of a couple.
Okay. So how do we know that someone is making us sick? The one thing that we always say, and you all can jump in if you want, but the one thing we always say is just let us come in, let's clear, and we can just take that one off the table. So if someone's having a lot of health issues and they contact us, that's usually where we start. Well, let's just clear your house, give it a week, let's see what happens.
And see what happens.
And sometimes things clear up and sometimes they don't. And when they don't, we know that wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a deduction
process of elimination sometimes is really what's necessary.
And sometimes during the time we will get the information, yeah, they're making you sick, but not always.
Not always, no. Next question is, how do you distinguish an earthy from an elemental, entity, or demons for a normal person?
I think what he's saying that if there's, I think what he's saying is if it's like me, and then maybe I'm pretending to be an entity, or I'm pretending to be a demon, or how would you know that
Experience.
that entity was
We know from years of experience.
Yep.
From trusting our guidance, from getting duped.
Yeah.
From believing the lies that they say.
Yes.
And, a big piece of it is learning how to read the energy and the vibrations, because when an entity is trying to convince you that they're an earthy, but the vibration just doesn't match, when you've got enough experience to distinguish those vibrations,
yes,
you know.
Yes, and really all of those things trying to be any of the other things. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Experience.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
And this is a really good question. Can a normal person cleanse an area, or would it be too much of a risk?
I like that he says normal.
Depends what the cleanse is.
We're not normal.
Normies.
And she says she's a Reiki energy healer, level 2 Reiki energy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So,
I would love to do more for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. So if you're a Reiki 2 practitioner, and I think Nathan could probably answer this as well, you do learn a certain amount of moving energy in your space, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
So
think bigger.
so to do your I'm going to use the word basic, and so you're just because of what we do, it would be sort of basic, just keeping your house clear, keeping the vibration high. you can already do that being a Reiki 2 practitioner.
Mhm.
It becomes an issue, and it'd be like opening a can of worms, is where you think, I have the power, and you think you can do
Yes.
anything you have, can you? And you try and cleanse somebody's
Yeah.
house where you shouldn't be, you're doing it wrong because again, I think you said it a minute ago, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I can do anything. Well, no.
Right.
Because then
Sorry.
the
Yeah.
shit hits the fan and you're covered in it. Oh my God, what have I done? You can start running.
Yes.
So it's knowing your craft, as it were, knowing
Mhm.
what you can
Yeah.
do and
Yes.
to what's a level. But it's where you try and do more of that out of your control,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that
I
gets
was
you
just
into
gonna say,
trouble.
like, clearing your house doesn't always mean you're gonna have to do something paranormal.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so,
True.
Yeah.
as long as you're staying in that lane, for the most part, yeah, and you're a Reiki practitioner, I say you're pretty safe and you've got it pretty good.
Mhm.
Anything more than that, then I would stop.
Yes. Yes.
And then seek out some
Yeah.
training, or if you feel driven or excited to explore doing more in that way. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with you,
Good advice.
Marcy. Same with this cleanse. Well, what type of cleansing are you doing?
Mhm.
Because there are different. That somebody may think, I'm going to cleanse Mari-Lyn. I'm going to fix her of all her ailments. And you are now healed.
Yes.
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 It's
We've
not
known
the case.
healers who believe that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The trouble
We've
is,
all met them.
there's so many vulnerable people as well that
Yes.
fall into the trap
Yes.
of this, and it's so sad to hear and see as well. So it's what level you're on in terms of what you can cleanse, because there are different things
Mm-hmm.
that you don't want to open the can of worms.
Ooh, big can of
Exactly.
worms.
Big can of worms.
Yeah.
They were good
Oh,
questions.
yes.
Yeah. Very
And
good.
a few of them were really could be really meaty. You could actually do a whole episode on
Yes.
one of those
Yes.
questions.
Okay, so Mari-Lyn, what do you think? Should we stop it here and we'll do a part 2?
I think we should do a part 2 because we have we got more questions. You guys really came through
Yes. Everyone, the rest of
with
you,
your
you
questions
okay with
this
that?
time.
Do a part 2?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure we answer them fully. And
Right.
I just feel like if we continued now, I'd be trying to rush through them. And I don't want to do that
That's
to
fine.
anyone.
Mhm.
No.
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. These questions are
Thank you.
fabulous. And we'll
Thanks very
see.
They
much.
were, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
And this was a lot of fun. I look forward to part 2.
You too.
And if we were okay with just giving the simple answers, we would just do it online. And like Pam said, we really want to give you the fullest answer that we can. So
Yes.
Right.
And nothing of what we do is simple. So
I know that's right. No,
right?
no, it is not.
Ooh.
Okay, so we will see you at part 2.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Bye.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.